Hello friends, welcome to my channel. So in this video we will discuss about that today's problem of the day. That's name called is that the first find the first node of a loop in a linked list. Let us discuss about that problem statement. Okay. So you have a given a single linked list of n node. You have a given a single linked list of n nodes. Okay. So find the first node of the loop if the linked list has a loop. If the linked list has a loop, so you have to be returned the node data, the node of the data. Otherwise you can return -1. You can return -1. So now in this given example, you can simply check that uh, they have a loop, and the first node the first node of the loop of the linked list is that 3 of the loop is that 3. Okay. So in this second example, your loop is not exist, so you can simply return -1. I hope you all are understood that a problem statement. Let us discuss about that approach. Okay. So here is the example, and you will simply return that node data of the first value, just like 3. Okay. So how you can solve it? Firstly, you know very well these node data will store on some address, just like 1024. I'm just example to you. I'm just giving you example, just like these second node store in different address, just like 1026. Okay. And and these data store in different address, just like 1028, 1028, 1028. And and this data is stored into that different address, just like 1030. Okay. And this data is also stored into that different address, just like 1032, 1032. So what you will do, what will your approach? So you can simply store the address and count that how many times it is present in this particular linked list, just like it. When you will simply store, just like this is your node, this is your node, and this is count. You will simply count that how much time it is present in this particular loop, in this particular linked list. So just like 1024, 1024. So that is the time. In this time, so you can simply check that the head pointer will be pointing right here. So the address of the head have a 1024. So you will simply store the 1024, and you will simply increase the count 1. Okay. And and you can also check that if if the count value if the count value if the count value is greater than 1, if the count value is greater than 1, just like it, if the count value is greater than 1, that means that they have a loop, and this value is repeating 2 times. So you can simply return the those those data those address of the data, just like 1024. And the 1024 have present, I found only one time at right now here. So you will simply increase your count 1. Okay. So again, and you will traverse from the here like a temp variable, some variable like temp. So you will move from the temp to temp next. So here is the address of 1026. So what you will do, you will simply you will simply 1026 put that 1026 at right now here, and increase the count one, and again you will check if your count is greater than one. No, so you will simply move the next address. So you will simply move that next address. So like in this add here, so you have, so you can simply get that a different address 1028. So what you will do, you will simply 1028 1028 put it here and increase the count 1. So and again you will check that if your count is greater than 1, if your count is greater than 1, no. So what you will do, you will simply move from here to the next node. Okay, now the address of this next node is 1030 1030. Okay, and you will simply increment the count 1, and again you will check your count is greater than 1. No, so you will simply move the loop, move uh, the node to the next node. Okay, so what you will do, you will simply store the store the value like 1030 1032 1032, because this address have a store the value of 5. Okay, and increment the count 1, because this value present only, this is only present at a one time. So and you will again check that your count is greater than 1 or not. So your count is not greater than 1, and again, so very important line at here again, when you will move the time to the temp next, so you will simply check that 1028, the temp next value is 1028. So you will simply check that 1028 present in this particular map, in this particular map. Okay, in this particular map, and you will simply increment the count 2, increment the count 2. Okay, so what you will do, if your count is greater than 1, yes, my count is greater than 1, because so so that this address I found the two times. So that means this value, this address value, this address value is 3. So you can simply return the value 3, means of that they have a loop, and their first data is 3. Okay, so I hope you all are understood very well. I am giving you some different example like 1 2 3, just like a simple example 1 2 3. Okay, so they have nothing loop, so you can simply return -1. how could you you will simply store the map like a node, and other like a count. You will simply count. Okay, count. So they have a some different address, they have a some different address. So like here, this address is 100. Okay, so you will simply store the address into the node field and increment the count, and you will again check that your count is greater than 1, your count is greater than 1. No, then you will simply move the next pointer, the next value. Okay, so the next address is that 1002. Okay, so what you will do, you will simply store the address into the node field and increment and initialize the count 1, and you will check that your count is greater than 1. No, so what you will do, you will simply move that next pointer 3, their address is 1004. Okay, so what you will do, you will simply put that address into that node field and initialize the count 1, and you will simply check that your count value is greater than 1. No, and you know very well that that their next value is null. So you will simply return minus 1. I hope you all understood very well that approach. So let us so now we will discuss about that coding implementation. Okay, so here is that map. You will simply make a map which have a field of node and integer. Okay, so now you will traversing that a temp variable from the head, and you will simply increment the count, uh, a temp plus plus by the increment of the count of this particular node is how much time it I can traverse, how much time I can traverse here. Okay, for how much time I can traverse the particular node. If our map of this, if I am traversing more than one time, so you will simply return those those data. Okay, otherwise you will simply move this linked list. Okay, and if you will not found that loop, so you will simply return -1. You will simply return -1. I hope you all understood very well. This approach is working fine. You can simply check that. Yeah, so our value is equal to the expected value. This is the solution of C++, and here is the solution of Java. So nothing is changes like integer hash map, and you can simply store that hash map, and you will simply check that if our count is greater than 1, so you will simply return that the temp data, otherwise you will traverse the single linked list. And if you cannot get that loop, so you will simply return -1. Okay, so this is also working very fine. You can simply check it. So this is working fine. I hope it is helpful for you. If it is helpful for you, so please like my channel, please subscribe my channel, please share my video.